Hey everyone, welcome back to Move Over Martha. So today we're going to do a little bit of talking about some makeup. I've been real busy painting, getting the house ready over on the other side of Florida, and I'm back home here in the Tampa Bay area, and we are being hit with Tropical Storm Debbie. My house personally wasn't hit, but a lot of people around here have flooding. The major road here, US 19, is like a lake. So we're kind of stuck in the house, even though the dangerous part has passed, and they said we were supposed to have rain for 3 days. It's subsided. It hasn't really rained today, but we are dealing with major flooding, so we really can't go anywhere because you don't know if roads are closed, if you'll make it through. So I'm just deciding. I have really nowhere I need to be today or tomorrow, so the kids and I are just staying in the house. So we're filming some videos and just getting some crafts done, doing some different things around the house. So I wanted to talk today about the Makeup Geek makeup. I originally purchased some of this makeup because I wanted to do that Carrie Underwood that Marlena did in her video a couple months back, but she kept kept using all of her products, but they weren't for sale. So I was like, oh my god. And then I subscribed to her on Facebook. I think it said that the lipsticks were available, so I went onto the website and pretty much everything I needed for that look was available. So initially I just ordered the stuff for that Carrie Underwood look, but then I liked her stuff, so I went back and ordered some other things, some brushes, some more lipsticks. So I did like 3 different orders. The first one was just some eyeshadows, a lipstick, no, 2, I'm sorry, and some of the brushes. So I feel like her stuff is very comparable to MAC. The prices are about half the price. I ordered all the pan style eyeshadows just because I had some MAC palettes that I wasn't using that were in the drawer, and I wanted to keep like all the Carrie Underwood shadows together for when I did the look. I'd have it all. I didn't have to deal with the different little pots. So I ordered the eyeshadows, 2 lipsticks, and a brush. But I ordered 2 of the brushes. I don't know why. I always order 2 brushes. And for the price compared to MAC, I mean, her brushes are even less than half. I'd say they're a quarter of the price of a MAC brush, but the quality is equally as nice. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the first set. These were the shadows that I ordered for the Carrie Underwood look. I hope that this camera is doing good. I normally use my camcorder where I flip the screen so I can see if things are in zoom, but I'm very technologically challenged, honestly, and it takes a lot for me. Sometimes I have problems getting that video onto the YouTube site. So this camera that I'm using is just a regular Sony CyberShot, and it's easy for me to upload. The other one, I have to use a disc, I have to format it, and sometimes I don't have enough content to fill up the disc, so then I'm kind of wasting a whole disc by formatting it and loading it. Even though I've had some discs left over, I have like a whole bunch of them, I still kind of feel bad just using it for one video that's like a 10-minute video. So I hope everything's in shot. This is the first time I'm doing a makeup video with this camera. I usually only use this camera for crafts and stuff where I'm shooting out and I don't need to be seen. So hopefully everything goes well with this video. So these were the shadows, like I was saying, for the Carrie Underwood look, and I will individually take them out and show you. This one is Ice Queen, and she normally says you can use like MAC equivalents and stuff, but I like to just use the color that is for that look, just because I'm anal like that, I'm sorry. But this one here is Gold Digger. Next is Shimma Shimma. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but her stuff is very, very, very pigmented. The size is the exact size of a MAC one, obviously, if it fits in the palette. That is Galaxy. This one is Preppy. So I'm doing like one, I'm not doing like a crazy swipe, one gentle swipe, and you can see that they're very, very pigmented. The palette shadows, I believe, are $5.99. This one is White Lies. So that was all the shadows, the 6 shadows for the Carrie Underwood look. And I believe they're $5.99 for the flat palette, and I think if you buy it in the pot, it's $11.99. Where compared to MAC, a flat one, I believe is $11, and a potted one is like $14 or $14.99. Don't quote me on the prices, but so if I would have went to buy this at MAC, it would have been like $60-something for all those shadows. I think it was $30. Her shipping is very, very comparable. It's nothing crazy. Sometimes you go to a site and you put like $30 worth of stuff in a cart and they want to charge you like 20-something. You're like, $50-something. I'm just buying like 3 things. But her site, I think it's like $7 to ship everything. So this was also what I bought, this Makeup Geek. I believe this is a medium coarse brush. I don't know the exact name of it, but I believe this brush, it says Makeup Geek. It has like a wooden colored handle. I believe this brush was $5.99. So if you went to buy a brush like this at MAC, it would probably be like $20, $25. Probably no less than 20. So I thought that was a really good deal. I have used this several times. I haven't washed it yet, so I don't know about shedding and stuff like that, but it is like a nice dense brush just for getting into like the, you know, fine areas. So that was what I ordered for that. And the lipsticks that I ordered in that order, I ordered Innocent and Darling. Innocent was one of the ones she used in the Carrie Underwood look, so I was like dying to get my hands on this lipstick because it is such a nice color. Hopefully you could see that. And the next one is Darling, and this one is equally as nice. It's like a nude. I wouldn't say it's exactly nude. It's like a brownish nude, and it's a nice pigmented lipstick. The staying power is like any other. It's very glossy. It's not very matte. It's not shimmery. It's just a nice finish to it. So that was what I ordered in the first one. And of all the lipsticks I've ordered in the other orders, the Innocent one is by far my favorite. That was the Carrie Underwood one. So after I ordered all of that, I used it, I liked it, I thought it was such great quality, I then got addicted, and I think I did like 2 more orders. In the next order, I ordered some eyeshadows and some more brushes, and then in the last order, I think I ordered eyeshadows and 2 lipsticks. I think each time I ordered, it was like $35. So for $100, I think I got a decent amount of makeup. I got like 4 lipsticks, like 15 eyeshadows, and 6 brushes for that price. I mean, if you went to MAC, you'd walk out with a little bag of nothing. So here goes. This was the next brush I ordered. It's Makeup Geek. I want to say this brush was $7.99. Don't quote me on the prices. I'm sorry that I don't know them. My brain is so crazy with the furniture painting and painting the house over there and going back and forth. I am a little out of sorts, but I think this brush was a $7.99 brush, and it's C433 Pro Blending Fluff is what she's calling it. The other brush does not have a number or anything on it, unfortunately. The next brush I ordered was this C408 Chisel Shader, and this I got to like go underneath here with it. I have one that's a MAC one that's kind of equivalent, and I think the MAC one was like $25. Of course, I can't find it right now that I'm looking for it. But here it is. This was the MAC 214, and you could see, I mean, the Makeup Geek is a little bit wider, but it pretty much is equivalent. I think this brush was $25. So this brush might have been in the $5.99 area also. I know none of her prices were outrageous or anywhere near MAC's prices, so just so you know that. The lipstick I ordered next was Shy, and this is like a pinky mauve. I don't know if you could see it, but it too is a very simple lipstick. And And lastly is Adorable. And this reminds me of MAC's Fanfare. It's a very pinky, peachy lipstick. So that's that. And then let's do a comparison of all four of them. That is Innocent, and this one is Darling. So this is the shade of all four of the lipsticks. Hopefully that's picking it up. So I'll show you her packaging. The eyeshadow comes like this. It's like pink and orange and black. It says Makeup Geek, and it's just a little flat pack one. This is exactly how MAC's are packaged, but only theirs is all black. But I thought the packaging was cute. And the lipstick comes like this, in a red and black box. I thought it was weird that her packaging isn't all like the same. It doesn't match. Like this is not really kind of the same as this, except for the swirls, but the coloring isn't. But it tells you the color on the top, and it's just simple packaging. So here's the rest of the shadows that I purchased. This one is Country Girl, and this is like a brownish, mauve-ish color. Next is Twilight. Obviously, can you not have one? This to me is a little bit like maybe Satin Taupe, but a little more purple in it. This is Unexpected, and that is just a matte mauve purple. Next is Cupcake. That's just a matte pink. Up next is Cinderella. That is a very, very pretty, shimmery, peachy pink color. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I've seen a color like it. Here's Beaches and Cream, which is a nice matte beige. It's good for under, you know, for your brow bone if you want like a highlight, but not a white, shimmery, crazy highlight. This one is Vanilla Bean. Here we have Bling. That is a gorgeous color. This reminds me of Urban Decay's Midnight Cowboy Rides again, but a little bit whiter. I love that Midnight Cowboy Rides again. This is Homecoming, gorgeous. It's like a brownish, goldish color. Up next we have Pretentious, and this is another darker brown, coppery gold. And last but not least, for what I got, was Bada Bing, which I love this color. And I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it out there. It's like a brown with copper flecks in it. It's absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And the thing with her shadows is it's very sparkly on the top, and then you can see like as you rub it, some of the glitter comes off. But like I just swiped it in the middle where some of the glitter's gone, but it still has glitter in the shadow still. So it's not one of those, you know, sometimes at MAC you'll get a blush and it's super, super sparkly or shimmery, and then you take off that first layer and then it's like a matte blush and you're like, what the heck happened to this thing? So that's not the case with these. If they have shimmer, it's shimmer throughout. I hope you enjoyed this review. It was nice to switch up. I haven't really been thinking about lip gloss or lipstick or anything since I've been over there, and I painted the whole inside and did the furniture and running around getting all different sorts of things for the house over there. We took my dad for Father's Day, went for like 5 days, and it was really nice to get away. And then we came back to Tropical Storm Debbie, which has been outrageous for some people. Fortunately, we're doing okay. We're a little bit away from the shoreline, so I guess we're not as bad off, but the people that live more on the other side are dealing with a lot of flooding, so hopefully they'll all be okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Next up is going to be maybe a little American Girl doll bed. That's something I have in mind. I have a rag quilt I want to do. I have a bunch of crafting ideas. Maybe it's a good time to start doing that since I'm stuck in the house. But I wanted to share with you a little doll that I made for crochet for my daughter's room over there. It's like a little mermaid theme. So give me 1 second and I'll go grab the doll. Alright, so I'm back. And this was a crocheted doll, a little like origami, amigurumi. I have no idea how the heck you say that. But this was the instructions that I bought from her. Her website is called Owlishi Typepad, I believe. But I bought it on Etsy, the doll. I just typed in mermaid. I was happy to be looking at things and I'm like, that doll is adorable. Maybe I'll make it to sit on the shelf in my daughter's room since her room is mermaids. So here's the instructions, but it took me a while to do this. I have been crocheting since I'm 9, so crocheting wasn't the issue. I was taught how to crochet, but never taught with instructions. So for me to do it with instructions, it takes me like forever to decipher it and figure it out. I'm not really an instruction kind of person to begin with. If I see you do it, I could take it home and do it, no problem. But when you're verbally telling me or giving me a piece of paper, I'm like, what the heck are they saying? So here's my little doll. I could have done a little neater job by her neck. Again, I have been working on this doll for quite some time. So by the time I was like done and the last part was sewing her neck on, I was kind of like, I'm over this doll. I don't even want to look at this doll anymore. I don't even like her anymore. But here's my finished product. I'm joking with my daughter. I told her that she's not a doll person. She's into like skateboards, and I'm like, this is gonna be your birthday present, honey. Her birthday's at the end of the week. She was like, what? And I was like, yeah, don't you like her? And it was a laughing joke, so every time I hold that doll up, I'm like, happy birthday! So I could have done a little neater job. I might undo it and redo it. But this is her in the finished product. I know she has super amount of hair. I maybe could take a few strands out so it wasn't so puffy. But I don't think I did a bad job for my first ever doll kind of thing, making something from an instruction book. I think I did a pretty darn good job, but she's just gonna sit on a little shelf over there. I finished her last night, so I'm real proud of her today. I feel like she doesn't look exactly like the instructions, but that's not the way it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be homemade and your interpretation. So here she is. Her name is Mir, the lady who did the instructions. She named the doll Mir. I don't know what that means in sea terms, or I have no idea. My daughter wishes to call her doll Pearl. So I think she's growing on her. But hope you guys have a great week. I will see you soon with some crafting videos.